I am gonna lay out the TruBASE where they go. So over here, we've got a pantry cabinet that goes here. We've got a section here. This is a 96-inch section of TruBASE here. This wall happens to be 99 inches, so there's another 3-inch section right here. On an L-shaped kitchen like this, the very first thing you want to do is screw your TruBASEs together where they connect. Also, if you have multiple TruBASEs for like a long run scenario, screw them together and make sure the tops are perfectly flush. Whenever you have a pantry cabinet, do not attach that TruBASE to the rest of the TruBASE. That TruBASE will go in later. Reason being is sometimes you have a 96-inch tall pantry going in a 96-inch tall kitchen and you can't stand it up. So ours come at 91 and a half. You add the TruBASE on later so you can stand your pantry up, lift it up, lock it into the rails, and slide the TruBASE under after. To level a TruBASE, this can happen in one of two ways. You can use either a laser level or a normal level. Very important, you've got to start by finding your high point of your floor. The benefit of the TruBASE when using the level is oftentimes floors do this, and you can put a level on one part and it makes it look like that's the high part, but then you put the level somewhere else and it says the other is the high part. Now you have one continual flat surface. You put your level on it just like this, and you can determine where the highest point is. So this level is saying that's the highest point. The other way of doing it is grab your tape measure like this, and you can go around with your laser level, and whatever your smallest measurement is, that's your highest part of the floor. So over here is 23 and a quarter. You can see I'm 24 and an eighth. I can see I'm 23 and a half. So clearly this inside corner over here is my high point. To adjust the TruBASE, you can either use this in your drill or you can use this one by hand. Each one of these just comes for free with every Elyon cabinet order. Now that I know this is my high point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this TruBASE leveler all the way down and make sure that my TruBASE is as low as it can go. All the way like that. And because I'm using a laser level, I'm going to create a story pole, and this way I can perfectly dial in the TruBASE at every level or location. So to create a story pole, I'm just going to use this board right here. With this being at its lowest point, I'm going to make a mark right here that lets me know that that is what I am aiming for. And then I'm going to go around to all of these different levelers, starting at the end. So if I have one on that side, I'm going to come to this guy over here. Oh, gotta adjust my laser. Like that. And I come over to this leveler and I realize, oh, I gotta go up about 1/4 of an inch. Right on that mark, right like that. Now it's perfectly level. I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna do this exact same thing. So I just go like this, right there. I get it just perfect. All right. So now I'm going to go around and I'm just going to go to every leveler location. I started at that corner, so I'm going to go out to that far end, work my way back in, work my way back in here, dial them in, and this thing will be perfectly level. Very important, as you're adjusting all the TruBASE levelers, make sure you're putting pressure on them, because sometimes they'll be floating because that one's on the ground and that one's on the ground, but this one's not on the ground. You don't want to find that out later. So when I'm putting these in, I'll often step on them after adjusting them, make sure there's no movement, and get them all so they're bearing down on the floor. When using a level, it's the same concept. You would want to start in that corner that's your highest corner, so everything's low as it goes. Put your level up here, adjust all of your levelers to get it perfect, and then grab a 2-foot level and go back to front, make your adjustments, and it's dialed in and ready to go. Now that the TruBASE is perfectly level, I'm going to secure it to the wall using some long number 8 screws. Put a screw down here. I'm just going to angle it down and aim right into the bottom plate of the wall. That way I don't even need to find a stud. There, just go back here. There, one down to this end. That's all we need. We don't need any more than that. It's gonna have big countertops and everything on it, so it ain't going nowhere. you.